Welcome to this series where we are taking a look at the 1.8 update for Empyrion Galactic Survival. What I want to do in this part is go and start making our way towards 0x territory to see if we can get into a bit of mischief and maybe find some cool POIs to take down. But first I just want to have a bit of a recap of where we are. If I come into here, what you'll see is we've now completed the main mission. If I can come into here, I get the right one, and you'll see that in the last part we did Murky Christmas, which effectively was a special Christmas edition, and I'm assuming that the Elyon just put this in just for a bit of fun. And I have to admit, I'm a little bit disappointed that they haven't added a new chapter, because I've done up to chapter 10 before. That's the way it goes. Hopefully sometime in the future the Elyon will continue to expand this main storyline, because I think it's got a lot of potential and I think it could get even better as it goes along. Now, one thing I do want to do, just kind of close these down a little bit, is that maybe we'll take a little look at some of these other missions as well. That's a credibility. I mean, compared to Reforged Eden, that the secondary missions are quite weak. Anyway, that's what we're going to do. But first, I just want to kind of give you guys a bit of a background, because somebody posted a comment about using the traders down on Murky Hollow here. So what I've done is I've come down with my MX ship, and I've done a bit of trading, and also, well, I bought a whole load of stuff down, but it didn't get that much. And what I also did is I had to wander around all the farms and vaults to see what I could find, and I've actually filled the fridge up with plant protein and some other bits and pieces. I've found a little bit of meat, got some meds as well. You can see I've got 85 bandages. In fact, probably can reduce those bandages down, but I can't put them in there. So generally the loot in this area isn't spectacular. It's mainly orientated towards the agricultural. And if I show you the actual traders, just turn the light on so we can see. It's got dark. There's only 4 traders in this area, and now we can walk around with relative ease. I'll just show you what each trader actually offers. This is mainly plants. I could sell the herbal leaves here, but you can see they're only 1, and I'd rather keep the herbal leaves. One thing I didn't do is bring down my alien organism, which I could have sold as well. I mean, if you had some leather or ancient relics, or you wanted some fertilizer, but this one just does food. I can't remember what this guy does. Well, I think this guy actually, this is a med station, which of course, if you're doing the actual main mission, coming out here and getting meds, it's quite useful. I think this guy is the actual food guy. Yeah, this is, so if you want food, you can actually buy some food here. And then of course the only real main trader is this guy here. What's my ship firing at? And I've sold off most of the stuff. I sold quite a lot of because I've actually reloaded so I can get some bit more magnesium powder, and we don't need anything else here. Got plenty of carbon substrate. I mean, if you need flamethrower fuel, you can buy that there. Plasma blaster charges. I think I might buy the plasma blaster charges. I mean, I've got made quite a lot of money, and I think buying these might be a bit useful. I've got a plasma cannon. Got some more laser cells. I'll pick up those as well. Anyway, so that's what we got. I'm not exactly too sure what my ship is actually firing at. I thought I'd turn the weapons off. I don't think my ship is actually firing at anything. Obviously somebody else is firing it. So does seem to be a hostiles that come in from time to time. If we jump on the ship. So that's this area, and as I said, if you walk around all these farms, I didn't pick up everything because I literally ran out of space in the fridge. But there's a lot of farms here, so if you really need crops, this could be quite a good place to go. And if I show you the overall planet, I mean, there's some A little bit of promethium here, but there's no real special resources here. So we're not going to really spend any time on this planet. And I think we're just going to push off. So what we're going to do is get up into space and find my capital vessels, and then we're going to move towards Xerax territory and see what we can find. Because if any of you guys followed my Reforged Eden, you know, you would be aware that I have this ambition to discover a black pyramid, but to be able to find one of those, I think we need a rocky desert. What I'm going to do now is find the ship. Probably come up in the wrong place. Oh, we found a cobalt asteroid. Oh, that's the sun. So we're actually going that way, aren't we? Okay, there it is. The Pioneer's 8 thing. So I was heading in the wrong direction. You can see I actually discovered a wreckage, so maybe we'll take a swing by that wreckage and take a look at it. I think I've got an EVA boost on. Yeah. So we're just gonna head in that direction. So here we are. We're just coming up on the wreckage. Let's see what was actually here. Well, that's pretty big. I'll just level off. Wow. Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for resources that you may need to build a capital vessel, this could be useful. Well, just go and take a quick look in. Be interesting to see what it's actually made of. Hardened steel blocks. Have a look through. A couple of steel grow plots here. Not really worth coring, but not pointing at extensions. Wow, we got a tiny smidge of loot in here. Another multi-tool, some Sathian plates. Again, got a gravity generator. That could be worth salvaging. Flux coils. Over here. Yeah, I mean, there's no spectacular loot here as well. We've got constructor. Armor locker. O2 station. What we got over here? This is a small constructor. Cannot pick up. Inventory full. Okay. Well, as I say, nothing particularly that spectacular. We could just hook to that, and then just that steel plates. What we got up in front of the ship here. Might get some fuel. Okay. Shove this into here so we can pull out some fuel. Never say no to fuel. Oh, we got 26 fuel cells from it. Some cobalt, wireless. Got here. Oops. Got a nice large generator for some capacitors. We got a little bit there. I'm not seeing any thrusters or anything like that. No, nothing else. Okay, time to be on our way. Oh, did I see a... Oh no, it was just this panels at the back here. We're just going to jump in our thrusters on, put the weapons back on again. And what we're going to do now is just head for the ship. Or ships. And I'll see you once we get there. Oh, stop. Got course, we've got to dock with the Pioneer. I think I didn't level the ship before I left either. And we're just gonna just land here, power off. And of course, what we're gonna need to do is, well, all that can go. So what I'm going to do now is just offload some of this stuff back into the, this into the trade items and the purple baron. Assault rifles, assault rifle, assault rifle. Keep one spare rifle here. Get rid of that. Just sort down so everything's in top. I did put in a, what we call it, where is it, the rocket launcher in here as well. This can go into the instructor. Small arms ammo, don't need that. And also the general supplies. Emergency fuel. And that gets that sorted out. And of course, one thing we are going to need to do is empty all this out into raw food. So I'm just going to do this. Wow. Well, we've got our, where is it? We've got our overflow fridge, wherever it is. Often in, is it? That in there, put that in there, put that in there. Put the plants in there. And we'll just put all this in surplus meds for the moment. And I'll sort that out later on. Actually, I need to pull out all the food supplies from here because some of these are what we actually got from the thingies. Probably just leave a few bits and pieces in there. Right, so what we're going to do now is just get through here. And thrusters on. And we are going to go in, it's going to turn on territories. Right, we got the Xerox Empire is just there. We got the Krill Empire there. Traders Guild, Polaris. Who we got down here? I'm not sure, but I think I'd like to kind of start going in this direction. I mean, we're not, it's going to take a little while to get. I don't really want to I think I'd like to explore new system. We got one here 29 light years away, so we're just going to lock that. And we're going to go to this system and see what's there. Of course, this is just pure pot luck now. I mean, we've got no idea what's going to be there, and we'll just see what we can find. This is part of the, I'd say the fun of this game is that once you start traveling like this, and you yes, you may get into a hostile situation. Right, we discovered an O-class sun. It's just waiting to see what actually turns up. So we're here. Planetary system. What have we got here? Info panels. Got a nascent moon there. Got a lava planet, which could be fun to put down on. Barren metal. Got an ocean planet. There's Xerex survey in progress. What we got here? Water is quite common. Barren metal. This is cool enough for it to rain. The last bits of the planetary neighborhood crashed to the surface. I'm kind of a bit. Where was it? What was the one we were looking at? Barren metal. I'm sure one of them was a lava planet. As we got desert here. Yeah, we got a lava planet here. We're going to go to a lava planet. Just want to check the gravity. The gravity is good. I think we're going to take a chance with respect to our ships. And I mean, we're not technically in Xerex space at the moment. So what we could do is take both ships with us and take a little bit of a chance and see how things go. What we could do is put both down on the planet. And yeah, so that's what we're going to do, guys. So we're just going to accelerate. Wow, we found a gold asteroid. A little bit of hostiles in there. But what we're going to do was it's a little bit difficult to see what's around. We've got a few bits and pieces. Right, what we're going to do is we're going to head down to the lava planet and use that as an operational base. So, and then what we'll do is we'll keep both ships on the base, but the problem's going to be is redocking them on the planet. So what we may have to do is a two-stage redocking. We're just going to head for the lava planet just to see what mischief we can get into. Right, here we are, guys. We're just going to break through the atmosphere. What we're looking for is a place to land that is reasonably level, actually. I think just over there should do. One of the problems when you've got two big joined capital vessels is maneuverability, so we're going to need to separate the ships, say ASAP. I think we can. And of course, the ship's not going to be level because it's thing. So just going to turn the thrusters off. This time, we're going to leave the power on. We need some food. Just make sure. Just what have we got in here? Oh, I need to offload some junk. So let me just get rid of this stuff. Put that in there. Put meds in there. The purple baron constructor. Forgot about this lot. Ammo, small arms ammo. Token in odds and ends. That gives me 14 tokens. Wow. And then that in there. We're gonna have to be a bit careful against burns. We're gonna need to keep the water. We may need it. Drink that. All my poor dead plants in here. Right. One of the problems with lava plants is one of the problems with lava planets is the high exterior temperature and also the radiation. So we're gonna separate the two ships out. Get up in here. Need to go up. We've also got a big pile of crops in here, but probably don't have anywhere to store them at the moment. Well, I've got somewhere to store them. I've got my wireless connector there, which looks a bit out of place, but that's okay. Thrusters. And now I'm going to have a bit of a problem here because that ship is not flat. We have a problem. And I can't get on top. Right, Houston, we may have a problem. I think a short-range teleporter would be quite good at this point, because the Pioneer is in a slightly awkward angle at the moment, which means it might be a little bit difficult to get it to come down. Yeah, that's not going to work. Sorry about this. At the moment we're okay temperature wise just at the moment. Yes, I know I'm getting roasted. Right, what we're going to do is we're just going to move the thrusters. We're going to move you away a little bit. Turn off the thrusters. Get the registry. Go to control panel. Turn the power off. What that should do is let the Pioneer flop down flat. Right. Really wish Elion would implement a dot so that you could put small ships inside of a large ship and then dock it, and then be able to dock it onto a capital vessel. So what we should now, the Pioneer should be level, and get over here. We're getting a bit starting to overheat again, but there's not much chance of actually protecting yourself against high temperatures. I'm hoping that where is it? There it is. I'm just going to get in here. I'm going to leave the power, put the power back on. You are too hot. Yes, thank you, game. Question is, let's have a look at the moon. What have we got? We got 16 Sathium. No, 16 gold, 30 Estrum, 15 Sarcosium, and Promethium. Right. I think what I'm going to do is go on a patrol with the MX-5E first. See what's around, see what hostiles we've got to go up against, and then we'll decide on whether we need the miner or to use the purple baron. So that's what we're going to do. Before we leave the fridge, we got food. I think I might take a little bit more in the way of power. Just in case. We've got ammunition. We've got a drill with some drill charges if we find any small deposits. And away we go. Have a look round and see what we're up against. Right, there's something 2.225 kilometers in that direction. We've got some resources over there. Actually, these are a bit closer, so we'll go in this direction and see what we can find. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm just going to fly across and see what I can find, and I'll be back when I find anything of any interest. And what I've been doing is flying across. I've found a group of Promethium here close to the ship, so we'll be mining that. I found some zirconium. Also found a gold deposit, and I think this would be a good opportunity to give you an example of how you mine on lava planets, because obviously the outside temperature is phenomenally hot. And this is where having a mining SV will make a difference. But if you haven't got a mining SV, what you've got to do is get in as close as you can, and then this is where you need the internal compartment for the mining. But obviously we've got some creatures that don't like us, and of course we're going to just do the bunny hut pop. Get there, player, ammo, container controller, take to the container controller. Just go digging some gold. Now, one of the downsides of actually mining lava planets is it can be a little bit in your face sometimes with respect to the very bright texture of the lava. But you can see that doing it from inside the ship is probably by far the most effective way of doing this. I think that is it. Just cancel that. We got 837 gold. That's pretty good, actually. And we'll just jump in here, and we're just going to go off and keep exploring and see what we can find. I've just found another large gold deposit, but I won't mine that on camera. We're just going to keep on exploring. I would really like to find a POI, because there's actually a pretty interesting POI. I'm not sure if it's Reforged Eden or the vanilla game. It's actually a mining station, but it's quite a challenge to actually take down because of the temperatures. In fact, any POI on a lava planet can be a challenge. So we got a large Estrum deposit here as well. We're certainly going to need to get the mining ship out and see what we can find. Right, we got something there, question mark. But so far, haven't really encountered anything of great significance. Yeah, I just stopped here. We found a small zirconium deposit, and what we got is some pentaxid. I'm just going to pick up kind of this little crop here. and my ship is actually firing at some bugs around. So obviously the bugs here are actually fireproof. So just grab that. Just couldn't resist this little clump there. We're starting to get cooked. So we need to get back into the ship. Haha. Well, you can get away with being overheated for relatively short periods of time as long as you stay close to the ship. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to get in here and mine the zirconium. So we're just going to here back into our little hole. And just do the bunny hop. Oops, nope. And we're just going to go down and just make sure the connection's there. I'm going to put that stuff in the fridge. I'm going to eat food packet as well. I'm just going to go and mine the zirconium. I'll be right back. Okay guys, I think I've got most of the zirconium. The problem at the moment is telling the difference. I think it says 10% left, but I think we'll be okay. And just to show you, we've got 303 zirconium from there. Put that in there. And I'm just going to take off again. And just going to keep exploring, and I'll be right back when we find it, if we find anything else of interest. Welcome back. What I've done is I've flown all the way around the planet looking for possible hostile POIs. Haven't found anything. Found lots of resources. You can see I've found 14 estrum, 7 zirconium, 4 magnesium, 7 promethium, and 9 gold deposits, and they're all fairly large. So what I would say is, it may seem a bit disappointing if you're looking to get yourself into a little bit of combat when you come down on a planet. Probably the best way to look at this lava planet is this is an ideal opportunity to stock up on resources, because one thing about lava planets is the deposits tend to be a little bit larger than, say, a normal planet. Also, what this planet has actually got, it's got estrum, which you need for CV ammunition. It never turned down opportunities to collect magnesium, because magnesium often sits at the heart of a lot of the other types of ammunition. Of course, promethium is used for both ammunition and fuel, and of course gold is useful even if you're just going to trade it. So I'm just going to come in here just to show you what I've mined on my travels. What I've got is 1098 magnesium I picked up, 303 zirconium, bit of raw pentaxid, and 800 odd gold. I think what we'll do is we'll put the gold and the zirconium and the pentaxid into here. We've got maybe I'll just put that in as well, because you can see I've got for nearly 6,000 magnesium, but if you start really pumping out the ammunition, you'll go through it very quickly. So that's something you need to bear in mind. I think what I can do now is just power off. We're going to leave and just kind of wander around here to turn off the. Oops. I think I can turn off the light protection. It's nice and toasty out here. So lava planets can be a challenge if you're not properly equipped. What I suggest is that what you need is a ship with an internal compartment so you can go and explore. Also, it's useful for manual mining. I mean, the ideal is a mining ship with an internal compartment, because that means you've got the best of both worlds, because the easiest way to mine large deposits on this lava planet is to actually have a mining SV or even a mining HV, although the SV tends to be a bit better. And of course, if you get into a place where, whoops, we've got to get back inside. And of course, if you find a lava moon with, let's say, a Xerax base or hostile POIs, an SV or a ship with a compartment that you can jump into very quickly and cool off and operate from makes a very big difference. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. What I'm going to do is mine off some of these deposits off camera so that I can stock up on my available resources. I'll probably clear out this local area. I certainly want some more estrum because I don't think I've got that much, and I don't think you can ever have enough. So, but until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.